Hello, guys and gals. Welcome to another episode of Comic Book Coloring 101. This is going to be episode 8, and we're going to be talking about aliasing and anti-aliasing, what it is, and why it's important to the coloring process. And let's take a look at this piece I'd colored maybe 2 years ago at this point, and it was penciled by Harold Edge and inked by Doug Stevens. They both do amazing work. And I love to see them when they're working together, especially. They have like a kind of energy that just fits. And there goes the AC kicking in. Awesome. All right, so to get back on track, I'll put links to both their DeviantArt pages in the description as always, so you can check out more of their work. But let's go ahead and dive right into this file here. I'll take off the glows, take off the line art and the color. We have the flats here. Let me go ahead and lighten those up so we can get a better view of them. So if we zoom in to the flats, you see there's like the lines are kind of jagged, they're not smooth at all. And this is what we call the aliasing. So if you're on your lasso tool, your wand tool will have this option as well to turn on anti-aliasing, but you always want it, again, this is so important to the flat process. You always want that to make sure that they're turned off. So you want your selections aliased, which means you want this nice jagged line. And let's go to, so with it turned off, unchecked, up here at the top here, you can see as I go, I can just fill that in, and you can see nice jagged line. If I click this and turn on anti-aliasing, what it's going to do, it's going to smooth that out, and it's going to dither this. And it's going to make it nice and smooth, like if we go very far. You can see the difference between this and this. It looks great from far away, and a lot of times when I'm doing the actual rendering, I'll go ahead and have the anti-aliasing on just to have like a little bit smoother selections. But for the flats, it's very important that you have it turned off. So let's look at what happens. Let's see here. Let me go back a couple steps. All right, there we go. And let's see what happens. Let's say, all right, we'll just pick her. We'll just stay in this area here, like on her shirt. And we want to do, if we leave the anti-aliasing, if we have that checked on, see what happens. It's going to go and try and smooth that out. It's not selecting up to and only up to that color. See? Now it's like right there jagged on the edge. So let's see what happens. Let me get another layer here so I don't mess this up, in case I want to go back to it later. I'm going to fill that. And you see, now I got this nice other color that's introduced into it. You see that? And now let's say I want to select it again. And let's fill it with an even different color. Oops. Let's pick this other color here. I want to fill that. And you're going to end up with these lines going all the way through it. And a lot of times, depending on, Harold does like some really nice thick lines. But if you have like really thin lines in your bits, then it's not going to look right at all. You might have this other color popping up from underneath it or something, and it's just a mess. So we don't want that. And let's just take this another step. Let me just lay down some flats, like say like on in this area real quick. And I'm going to have the anti-aliasing on so you can see why it's no good when I'm doing flats. So we have this color here, right? We'll say that that's the background color. Okay. So that's the background. Okay, now let's say here's her leather strap right here, right? And then we have a nice skin tone going. So again, we're going to deselect that, right? hole in her shirt here. Alright, now let's do the chain. Just get like a gray color. I don't know why I'm being so picky about it. So I'm just deselecting. Oops, we'll keep that lock a different color as well. Reselect that little bit because I still want to keep that. And that's it for that. Okay, for the lock, we'll just darken it. And we could just deselect it now. Oops, I forgot that little bit. I'll come back to that in a second. You're gonna reselect these guys because that's our shirt. And alright, we'll just make it yellow so it stands out. Alright, so we have our flats, right? And turn that background on. So let's take a look at these. So you can see already we're having a lot of different colors going on in here, right? So let's say we're getting down to it and we want a color. So all of a sudden we still have, oops, it's my quick mask. We still have the anti-alias checked. So let's say we do this. We fill that in. Now it's, you see, we're not just getting one color. That's as far as I could zoom in. Let me see if I could get a brush I can point this out with. Let's just get a pencil tool, that's fine. Oops. There we go. So if you could see, here's one color, right? This blue color. There's another color. 2, 3, 4, 5. We're having, just in this small little strip right here, we're getting so many different colors. And that's what's going to make it, or even, you could probably see even better right here, how many different shades of blue that is. As it's mixing, trying to make the transition smooth between this blue and this gray. So if I go in here on these flats and try and pick another color, it's like if I want to change it or something. Oops. Cancel. Wrong thing. I'm going to fill that. Now let's say I want to go and change this. I'm going to fill that. Say I want to do this and change that to red. I'm going to fill that. You see all these 10 million different colors that we're starting to get in here? And then let's say, oh man, I just remembered I have my anti-alias checked. Let me turn that off. And then you want to go in here and let's fill this color again and look at all. You can see how much of a mess this is turning into as your banding just adds up and adds up and adds up. That's what you don't want. So that's why the aliasing is so important to the work. So let's get rid of this garbage. Go back to our flats. So our anti-alias is turned off. And on the wand, make sure on the wand as well, your anti-alias is turned off. That way there, when you're selecting your colors that you're going to render, that's all you're going to pick, is just that color. So no matter how many times I change the color of this lock, it's going to keep those same colors. And that's what's going to save you time. So if you go in here, with all the rendering, this is why the flats are done. Say, oh, I don't like the color of her lipstick. Instead you're going to have to go in here and oh, okay, there's all these different shades in here. Let me select this. Let me select that. Let me select this. Oh, there's that. Okay, let me select this one. And this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. See, just wanting to change the color of her lips. Look at how many times I'm having to go in and deselect it or select it. Trying to get the colors and everything like that. Or the other thing I would have to do is just go ahead and reselect it here, or I could just click on my flats and then I'm ready to go back onto my color layer and make my change. So that's why the aliasing is so important. I hope that helps you guys out. If you have any questions, let me know. Sorry this episode is pretty short, but I think it was a topic I was getting a lot of questions on from people that were starting with flats. And that's combo coloring 101. This is what it's all about. This is, the basics. If you have any other questions, subjects you'd like me to cover, send me a message or leave a comment. And if you like what you see, hit like. It helps me out a lot. And please subscribe if you haven't. I try and do videos, once a week, usually uploaded on Fridays. And I think that's it. You can see more of my work at lummage.deviantart.com. I'm also on the Facebooks. It's Lummage1 is my fan page. I'll put the link in the description for those as well. And that's it. And I'll see you guys soon. All right. Thanks for watching. All right. Bye.